Fourth quarter underway, and Salesianum proving the level of play as St. Augustine comes out with a long stick running some man up. Love that. Great diagonal pass. That Salesianum defense reacts so well to it. Shot just over the cage. Oh, what a save on the inside. Great save by Ryan Kern.
Watch yourself.
Fourth quarter brought to you by CBRE, Dan Reeder. Commercial real estate. Proud supporter of Games on CUDA. Sean Chiampietro, one of the shifty midfielders. Again, proving why he is headed to Ohio State. But again, a big thank you to the commercial real estate properties of CBRE and Dan Reeder. CBRE, Richard Ellis. Dan Reeder, Executive Vice President and Brokerage Sales. Right down on North Orange Street in Wilmington, Delaware. Reeder makes the crafty catch as Salesianum run a little circle offense right here. A great way to decipher what defense your opponent is playing. Go into a circle and see how they treat cutters. Great pickup by Jason Kelly. Kelly already has a hat trick today. Driving left-handed, flag down, skip past Reeder. Beautiful catch and release by Reeder. Just wide, but he got that shot off as quick as a hiccup. This man up brought to you by RipNet. Get to the free social media platform, rip.net.
Cross-check on St. Augustine prep.
It takes a minute to download it. Rip.net, free for your iPhone or Android systems. We got to thank the Frybot Law Firm, sponsors of the first quarter, Skeeter Snacks, the Freeborn and Seaford families, and of course, CBRE. Fourth quarter brought to you by CB Richard Ellis. Go to cbre.com/Dan Reeder. Great skip pass, Fink the beneficiary. Reeder doing a great job making that diagonal pass, and Sam Fink doing an amazing job moving his feet without the ball. Little up and down fake, had him on the elevator.
With 9:16 left in the game.
Another face-off win for Salesianum. There is not a statistical category that they haven't dominated today. They came out ready to prove something, and prove it they did. They lead 14-2 with 9:02 left. And a quick mention and thank you to all of the college coaches who love watching games on CUDA. It is a great way for college coaches to measure the impact a young man can have on an entire game. As a former college coach myself, I can tell you those highlight reels make every kid look like he should start for Syracuse next week. But when you watch an entire quarter played or an entire game played, you get a real sense of what a young man's able to do with and without the ball. Foul called against Salesianum. St. Augustine Prep will go on the man up here. 8:40 remaining, fourth quarter.
Holding on Salesianum. That would be a 30-second penalty.
30-second man up. And it looks like the Salesianum defense is breaking out Magnum. A little blue steel. La Tigre. Where's Derek Zoolander when you need him? Huge shot. Absolute rip by Sutton.
The penalty is released.
Penalty expires. Sutton getting his recommended daily allowance of iron. This Checking for Cancer event at Hereford School, an annual clash of great teams from up and down the East Coast as well as the West Coast. I saw La Costa Canyon playing today. Pat pushed all the way through, and Michael Sanzone legs it. Gets it over to Bailey Martin. Martin behind the cage to Fink. Bailey Martin again exchanges with Fink. 7:20 to go, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by CBRE. Dan Reeder. Check out his website, cbre.com/Dan.Reeder. And we're still having a tough time trying to figure out who's going to be the Under Armour Underclass Player of the Game. That Under Armour Underclass event is the premier high school recruiting opportunity in the entire country. 10 regions going at it: the West, Midwest, South, DC, Baltimore, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Connecticut, New England, upstate New York. Boys and girls, go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com to register for that tryout. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the Salesianum guys really threatening to make that squad in either the Philly or the Pennsylvania squad. They might start their own Delaware team. 10 regions across the country going at it. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com to register for that tryout. It is a can't-miss recruiting opportunity, and you can measure yourself against the best in your region. Great take by St. Augustine's number 24, James Kitchen. And again, you just see that Salesianum pressure defense. I mean, these guys, you don't want to play against them. Like William Tecumseh Sherman in the Civil War. They break your will to resist. Shot backed up by the Sallies. Not sure that's the shot St. Augustine was looking for, but Columbus wasn't exactly looking for America, my man, but that worked out for everybody. I mean, you're here, right? Colby Reeder. We get an offsides call. I think Salesianum may have been subbing a guy, but in the unwritten rules of the coaching lure, you're not allowed to yell at the ref if you're up 14-2 with 5 minutes to go. And you know, Coach Bob Healy, you can tell by the way the Salesianum team plays, he's been around a long time and he knows whether he's subbing a guy or not, it's certainly no harm to let your defense get a little bit more run. They have been fantastic today. And as I say that, Ryan Kern comes up with a piece and then it hits the pipe. But Kern on his game today. Kern, just a sophomore. Wouldn't be surprised to see his phone start ringing. A lot of these youngsters for Salesianum are going to end up at Division I programs. Stephen Freeborn, defenseman, number 11, doing a nice job. He's a sophomore. Sam Fink, a sophomore, with 4 assists today. And we need a flag here on the near side. Little frustration. 4:18 to go, fourth quarter. This man up brought to you by RipNet. Go to rip.net and register for the free social media platform.
Slash on St. Augustine Prep. The penalty will be for 1 minute.
And I'm very curious to see who are going to get some votes. Following me on Twitter at espnbooker.twitter.com. At espnbooker. Fink near side, spins it up top. Gianpietro back to Fink. Salesianum clearly taking a little air out of the ball. Great dodge by Gianpietro after about 40 seconds roll off the foul. Fink near side, possesses, gets his feet back underneath him, gets it up this deep. Gianpietro. Gianpietro, time and room, rings iron. And now we're going to see great ground ball play by Sean Gianpietro. Shot backed up by Bailey Martin.
Penalty is released.
Fink gets it up to Reeder. Man coming back in, bounce pass out of the stick of Kelly, but he quickly gathers it. Couple over the head checks, inside pass, goal. Zabrowski finishes on the feed from Jason Kelly, and that is just artistry coming off the far side.
22, Jason Kelly.
Kelly, the magic man. Now you see him, now you don't.
The score is 15-2, Salesianum.
Salesianum making a huge statement in their effort today. Checking in on the wing now, Luke Bianchino, a freshman, number 29. Bianchino getting a little bit of run. Far wing, number 7, Patrick Lyons, another freshman for the Salesianum varsity squad. Ground ball, Matthew Gabarant getting after it. As well as number 13, Zach White, sophomore. St. Augustine comes up with the hotly contested ground ball. And Ernie Alvino looks to clear it, gets it over to AD. AD with a little head of steam right now, comes out righty shot. Save on the inside by Ryan Kern. And he gets it up the field quickly to Stephen Freeborn. Freeborn, a sophomore, rangy sophomore. I tell you, college coaches are going to be on this sophomore class from Salesianum. I've had college coaches all over the country telling me how much they like using CUDA as a recruiting tool. It's certainly a great opportunity for these Salesianum sophomores to peddle their wares to Ivy League, Patriot League, and ACC coaches alike. Great run acceleration. Matt Gabarant. Garabant really accelerating through the shot right there as we creep towards the 1.5-minute mark. Zach White, far side. Just another one of those sophomores. And a huge thank you to Bob Healy, the coach of Salesianum, for all the information he was able to share with us. Nice ground ball by number 32, Christian Baldy, yet another sophomore. Zach White, sophomore attackman, number 13. As we are under a minute. And we have reached a decision on our Under Armour Underclass Elite Stars of the game. Number 9, junior midfielder Troy Reeder, and number 27, attackman sophomore Sam Fink. And the rest of the Salesianum defense. Salesianum defense is just insane. They're very good. So huge props to St. Stephen, St. Agnes. I know their head coach, Andy Tybel, is just a fantastic guy. I'm not sure he'd want to play this Salesianum team again. Great save by Ryan Kern. Ball pinballs around, out of bounds, and it's going to be Salesianum ball to clear. I can't wait to check in with Andy Tybel and see if he'd be willing to play Salesianum again. I don't think he would like to. That'll do it for today's game. 15-2 your final score. An unanticipated lopsided victory for the Sallies. We'll be back with our interviews. Great efforts all afternoon. Troy Reeder and Sam Fink. Want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors, the Frybot Law Firm in Wilmington, Delaware, Skeeter Snacks, the Freeborn and Seifert families, and of course CBRE. Go to CBRE.com and learn how you can get some commercial real estate help. Our face-off and promotional sponsors, DPM Recycling from Northeast Maryland, and of course, Play Safe Mouth Guards. Play Safe Mouth Guards will have you taken care of the important parts, helping prevent concussions in sports with helmets and helping protect that beautiful white smile. Go to DelawareDentistry.com to learn how you can access the Play Safe Mouth Guards. I'm Booker Corrigan for Dual Cam Productions and CUDA.com, saying thanks for being a part and thanks for making the CUDA.com Game of the Week your place for a great high school lacrosse action.